What's up, you majestic what the fucks? This is The Inner Idiot. Welcome back, you what the fucks. It's The Inner Idiot. I'm your host, Tyler Havlin. Welcome to the show that's like mugging Girl Scouts and stealing their cookies. It's highly offensive at first, but you're going to get a treat at the end. Let me introduce my co-host, the Lord that's never bored, Lord Shorty Hoffman. 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
I'm here!
He's not queer, not yet.
That's right, not yet. I haven't gotten that desperate.
And today we got Donny Banks back. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Donny. Woo!
What's up?
Hey, you got a pretty good woo that time, man. My woo's getting better. Thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you.
It's a hard walk down the hallway.
It really is, man.
Oh, it's Christmas Eve, people.
It is Christmas Eve, golly.
What are days?
I wish I could say there's some hoes in the house, but there's not.
I mean, Camden.
Yeah, Camden.
He's downstairs.
But, yeah, that's what it is. It is December 25th, 2000, shitty.
24th, it's the eve.
It's the eve, 24th.
Golly.
Dude, I'm getting a day ahead, man.
I know, I hear it. You're all excited and stuff.
I know, I was in the Christmas spirit. My Christmas is already over, though.
What do you mean?
We did ours this past weekend.
Really?
Oh, yeah, kids got to fucking have all their presents and shit. From now on, I'm doing the Hanukkah thing, though, man. Just a present a day, because I am horrible at gift giving. I always want to just give them right away.
So, you're going to practice Hanukkah to practice patience.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not even Jewish, but fuck it.
Why not? Yeah.
Hey, look, let me tell you. The youngest, man, every day, can Santa come again? Can Santa come? Like, this little unappreciative fucker. Already. Can I get more presents, Dad? No, you got all the presents.
Yeah.
It was a good Christmas, though.
You like the food?
Yeah.
That's your present.
Yeah.
That's what my mom and dad used to say, like, you know, they're like, oh, how did you feel? I'm like, oh, it was great, this, that, and the other. And then I'd complain about, like, not getting the one thing that I asked for. You know, like, I got some things that I didn't necessarily ask for or whatever, you know, for birthdays or Christmas or whatever. But then they were like, did you get everything you wanted? I'm like, well, there was this one thing that I really, really wanted. And my dad instantly was like, do you like dinner? Yeah, Dad, I like dinner. All right, well, shut up.
How's your Christmas been, Donnie?
Until yesterday?
Yeah.
I was working every single day, 10 hours a day.
How many days off you got?
4.
Hey, nice. I got 4 off, too.
Yeah,
we got 4 next weekend, too.
Everybody's got a whole long weekend. It's nice. Thank God.
Right?
Everybody's getting shafted with hours. It's
Dude,
crazy.
I'm telling you, this last month's been crazy. So, I deliver packages for a living. So, Christmas time is absolutely fucking hell.
Right.
Like, dude, my knees, check knee lights come on every day. Dude, it's been horrible. I'm glad it's fucking over, though.
You better be careful, man. You work any harder, you're going to start losing weight.
That's the thing. Everybody gets my job and they lose weight. I get my job and I gain weight. It makes no goddamn sense.
How? Probably fucking that muscle buildup you're getting, dog.
No, dude. I'm the weakest I've ever been. It's horrible. it's totally going backwards. But next weekend, I'm going to do a cleanse. Like, I got a plan. I'm going to start losing some weight just for y'all, just so we can talk about it. That, and I want my PP to get bigger again. So they say, like, every 30 pounds, it's like an inch you gain, right? I can lose 90 pounds and be at 4 inches. We'll be good. It'll be fun.
Oh, fuck.
You know? Let's take a little break for the Dimwits and Dummies, and then we're going to come back to the top 5 of the day, which I completely mailed in.
Excellent. I'm excited. Greetings, humanoids, goblinoids, and all the other oids in between. Do you like talking about Dungeons & Dragons? Do you enjoy listening to other people talk about Dungeons & Dragons? Or talk about any other role-playing games? If you say yes to any or all of these, join me and Autumn Midas on the Dimwits and Dummies podcast, an open discussion on our take on how to improve your game from the perspective of game master to player characters. Embrace your flaws and learn that everyone loves D&D. They just don't know it yet.
It's that time for the top 5 of the day. Like I said, I kind of mailed this one in, but we'll see what we can do with it. It is my top 5 inspirations / favorite comedians of all time. Maybe not of all time, but what comes to mind quickly.
Sure.
Number 5 is Louis Cuball. So, for those of you who don't know who Louis Cuball is, he is this British kid who has Tourette's, and he'll read like nursery rhymes or get in the room with other Tourette's people because their tics set each other off, and it's hilarious. He raises a lot of awareness for Tourette's, but check him out, Louis Cuball. He's on YouTube. He's fucking amazing. Number 4, I don't agree with everything he says, but his delivery is fucking epic, is Emery King. You know who Emery King is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, see, this list is kind of foreign to me because I don't, I'll see a lot of comedians, but I have a terrible time remembering their names. So, yeah, I know this guy. I've watched his special before, but I can't remember what his name is, so.
Emery King's kind of local. He's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
I never want to go back to Louisville. I've never heard him, though.
Dude, Louisville's so much fun, though. It is.
He went to school there. That's why he doesn't like it.
Number 3. Now, if you guys don't know who my number 3 is, we're going to have a little research session. It's Bo Burnham.
Oh, yeah, I love Bo Burnham.
Do you know who Bo Burnham is?
Nope.
What? And you're so into music and you don't know who Bo Burnham
That's
is?
literally the only reason I know who he is because, I'm a huge fan. One of my favorites, comedy inspirations is Weird Al Yankovic because he does so many, comedy pairs. And Bo Burnham does a lot of comedy songs, and he'll play the piano and shit like that. One of my favorite things, if you haven't heard it, Donnie, and anybody who hasn't heard it, go listen to it, is Country Pandering.
Yeah.
And it's just him making fun of country music and how it panders to, just people in, the country genre. Yep. Dude, it's so fucking good.
Never mind, I have heard of him. I didn't realize who it was until he said comedy song.
Yeah.
I wait a fucking minute.
And he doesn't do parodies. It's all original. Look, this dude is so talented. He can play how many instruments? Guitar, piano. I know there's some woodwinds and shit.
Did he do the bit about... I'm pretty sure it was him that did a bit where he sung a song one syllable off. And he was just taking a request and singing them one syllable off and showing how bad it sounds.
Probably.
I don't know, but I want to find that clip now.
He is ultra smart, ultra funny, ultra talented. My number 2 is Joe Rogan. Dude is just fucking hilarious. The shit he says makes so much sense. Even if you don't agree with him, he can sway you to his side, or at least.
I mean, he's I like Joe Rogan. He's not bad. Don't get me wrong. But some of the shit he does say, I'm yeah, I don't agree with him. And he some of his stuff, he comes off as a huge asshole about.
He does, and that's why I love him.
See, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that.
And my number 1 is Christopher Titus, and that is actually where the name Inner Idiot came from.
Really?
Yeah, he did this skit. I think it was Love Is Evil was the stand-up special, and he had said something about an inner idiot, and it just stuck with me for years. And nobody else did anything with it, so I'm I'm gonna adopt the name.
There you go.
But yeah, Christopher Titus, he's great. He used to have a show on Fox. It was basically about his upbringing. It was hilarious. So if you don't know Christopher Titus, check him out.
Yeah.
That is the top 5.
Either you guys ever heard of Shane Smith?
No.
Shane Smith.
He's a comedian. He's got face and neck tattoos, really crazy ones. I don't know if it was just a bit or actually true. What he talked about, he said he used to be in a gang. The guy is super fucking nerdy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Super nerdy, but he's hilarious.
Yeah. He always talks about how you should never get a face or neck tattoo. Yeah, that's one of my favorite bits.
Yeah, there was one bit he did about he shit himself right before a show, and he walked to the shopping mall, shit in his pants, across the street from the comedy club he was supposed to perform at. Went into a store. Some guy came up to him. The guy was like, "Can I help?" He was like, "I shit myself. I need pants."
Fuck.
I feel like when we do our first live show, I'm going to shit myself.
Why?
I just feel like I'm going to.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I mean, if it's on a Tuesday, Tuesdays is usually my shit my pants day anyways.
You have them scheduled?
I mean, I pencil them in. because it's gonna happen at least one day a week. I mean,
That's a really, really high average.
I mean, as long as I have my man-pons ready to go, it's usually a pretty quick and easy fix.
I'm so confused. Like, this is hurting my brain. Why?
Man.
Like, do you not have sphincter control, or?
Dude, I'm telling you, I got so many problems. I'm lactose intolerant. I ain't got a gallbladder, IBS, all kinds of stuff, dude. I'm a
Lactose
motherfucker.
intolerant. Came in here drinking an iced coffee. It's probably had a shitload of creamer in it.
Oh yeah,
It says cream on it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Like,
I could just tell by how bright it was.
I live life on the edge. I run with motherfucking scissors in my hand, dog. I'm telling you what.
point up or point down.
It doesn't matter. It just depends.
Get the fuck out of here. But like,
If you don't schedule,
I'm just.
if you don't schedule a time to shit yourself, are you really living?
Yes.
I think you're living better if you don't schedule it.
Yeah, like, because I can't remember the last time I shit myself. I honestly can't.
I can't remember the first time I shit myself.
I was definitely still in
duh.
I remember the last time.
Tuesday.
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 I don't think it was really Tuesday. It might have been
Mother-
Sunday.
Oh my god. No.
Either way, it was a few days ago, I'm sure.
It's just
Oh.
Oh
you're blowing my
man.
mind right now, Ty.
Hey, I'd rather be blowing your mind than not.
I guess, man. What the fuck?
As long as you feel something, right?
Who the fuck schedules shitting themselves?
Well, I mean,
You know what's like? Could you imagine waking up in the morning like, I'm gonna shit myself today,
Just that kind of day.
I kind of say that every day.
huh?
I kind of say that every day. But here's my question. And this one has been on my mind lately because I've been really good about man ponds. As if I have a man pond in and I
What
get
is
a
a
little
man pond?
a little what? I'm
What's
gonna come back to that. Give me a second. If I have a man pond in and I get a little squirty squirt, that is considered. If there's no man pond in, that's definitely shitting myself. 'Cause
Right.
then, at that point, my underwear then have writing on them.
Okay.
But if I got the man pond in and get a little squirty squirt and I pull it out and throw it away, but then did I shit myself or was I so prepared because of the man
Here's,
pond?
you know what? Hold on. Surprise guest. Come here. Come here for a second.
Come on in, Cake.
Cake. Camden. So did you hear his whole question? What he?
No, but I would let's hear it.
Do you schedule shitting yourself? Like, do you plan an allotted time? Like, you know what? I'm probably gonna shit myself on this day.
No, just anytime after I eat.
But like your question about like the man ponds like going it away. Ask that again.
All right, so I get a little squirty squirt in my pants, right? No man pond present. There's clear, visible poop foliage on my undies. That's shitting myself, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm prepared and I got a man pond in and that man pond catches said poop, is that still considered shitting myself once I throw the man pond away?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hit cotton, then it's not
Okay.
shitting yourself.
See, I am
See,
not.
I'll even take it this far. One time at work, I may or may not have sharded, and
Just one time?
just this time is the only time I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I took one of our work rags and put it in my pants as a
Oh my God.
maxi pad
A man
type.
pond.
Yeah. And when I went to the bathroom, I threw that away. I cleaned myself up. Underwear were clean, so I never considered that shitting myself.
See, I like the way he thinks.
Okay, see, that's the reason why I can't answer that question because I don't frequently shit myself. You know what I'm saying? At least
buttholes were not made to hold water.
I
all right?
understand
It's
that.
not
That's the
alcohol.
point. That's the point I was gonna get to. Like at least twice a week, Camden's like, "Oh no," and like I see him clench and waddle.
Yeah, you
all
get-
the way to the fucking
You
bathroom.
get poop paralysis.
Yeah.
and-
So like I knew he was the perfect guy. As soon as he stood outside the door, I'm like, "This motherfucker. That's the guy we need to ask."
But I don't like the idea of calling it a man pond because man ponds go inside. It'd be more like a mancy pad or something.
A mancy pad. That's a really good one.
I like it.
That's a really good one. A mancy
Manzy
pad.
pad.
Because I'm not putting a man pod in my butt.
Okay, yeah, I
But
like
I
it.
would put a mancy pad in my undies.
Now we've discussed this before. What if they put some badass designs on these things? I think these things would sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, they probably would.
He came up with the best one, dude. Like, but what is it called?
Bob Ross.
A Bob Ross one for all those little happy little accidents.
That's beautiful. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So Donnie, to answer your question, a man pond, which is now going to be referred to as a manzy pad, is a piece of cloth that you place between your underwear and your poop chute that catches your poop.
Are you trying to censor the word butthole?
No, I love saying butthole, but I really just wanted to say
It sounded like you were trying to censor yourself from saying butthole.
I don't censor myself from nothing.
All right, I was just curious.
So that, my friend, is a mancy pad.
Thanks, Cake. I appreciate it, buddy.
No problem, guys. Anytime you want to talk about pooping yourself, I'm your guy.
It's always a pleasure.
Oh man, that's
Oh, that was fun.
All right.
a stupid conversation.
I think we need to take a break for the sponsor. Let me go wipe myself. And we'll be right back with this day in history.
All right. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
And we're back. We're not going to do What the Fuck Facts just yet. We're going to introduce a new segment here. It's called Shorty's Pull List.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know much about comics, Shorty's Pull List will basically be him talking about comics for a few minutes, giving you guys a little education on them. I'm excited for it. Donnie, you excited?
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes.
He's always excited when I start talking nonsense about comic books.
But
he just listens.
He looks like the least most excited person ever. Every once in a while, he gives a chuckle and a smile.
Yeah,
It's almost 100% of the time he looks very bored of everything. And then, like, when he gets really excited, it's really exciting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think I'm bipolar.
I think it might be. Does that,
like-
does that mean you're gay in the cold? Because it is very cold out. Just wondering.
That's
I'm
what
not even sure
That's
what
what
you just
bipolar
asked
is.
me.
It's only like it's people who are like only bisexual when it's cold out.
Yeah. Wintertime's going to get real interesting
God
around
damn
this
it.
motherfucker. All right, anyway, so here we go. Shorty's Pull List.
All
Take
right.
it away, Lord.
So this is all just going to be like current events and comic books and things like that. If you are interested in reading and getting into comic books, there's some just really interesting stories that are going on right now that you don't have to be super into it or have read a lot going into it. Now, granted, of course, most of our listeners and you guys would know that all my shit is based off of DC Comics. I don't read a lot of Marvel every very blue moon that I do. So this first one I'm going to talk about is the current Justice League Winter event, which is called the Endless Winter. We get a new villain called the Frost King. And
This is new, like entirely. Never been
brand new.
introduced.
The first issue of this story arc came out in a special, the Endless Winter Special Justice League.
So this is a huge event. They're introducing a brand new character. So for those of you that don't understand, like, this is huge.
Yeah, and every year, like all comic books, whether it be DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, Image, and all those stuff, they have they usually have a summer event, which is 6 to 12 issues, and it just comes out over the summer, and then they have a winter event, and it's something pertaining to that. And they usually do theme it like, well, at least the winter one always does, it happens when shit's cold or something's getting frozen over or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but this one is taking place, obviously in the world or whatever, but the Frost King is an old Norseman, a previous Viking or whatever, and he got the powers to control ice and snow and shit. Well, his tribe or whatever thought it was a gift. Well, it started corrupting his mind because, of course, with when you gain more power, you just start to become angrier, and you start losing sanity or whatever. Well, because his emotional state had started to deteriorate, he started covering the entire world in snow, and people were like started to ostracize him or whatever. Well, his fellow tribesmen, people in his group or whatever, his village, decided that they were going to kill him and his family. So they came to burn down his little hut or whatever they had, and he got fucking pissed and just annihilated them all. And just so, like, you have this takes place way back in the day, like before current times, and it was Hippolyta, which is Wonder Woman's mother figure, a older version of Swamp Thing, not the current one, which is Alec Holland, Black Adam, and another character. I'm not sure if it's his first appearance or if he's been around for a while. I haven't done a lot of research on him, but he's called the Viking Prince. I forget his real name, but he's an immortal or whatever, and just a badass Viking. Really fucking cool. And it's neat because it's you don't get to see a lot of with Hippolyta and Black Adam, and this new guy, Viking Prince. I've never seen him before, so it's really neat to see them. And then it takes place. So you get to see a lot of the origin story for the Frost King in the first couple of issues, and each issue afterward, they just divulge a little bit more into it. And basically, the Justice League in the current timeline accidentally brought this guy back, and he's coming back, and he's like, well, you stole my family. Now I'm going to steal your world. And he just goes on a rampage. It's super good. The writing is spectacular. James Tynion has been leading the hull on it, and Andy Lining is another writer who's been at the forefront of this, and he's been really great. And it's a great story. If you guys want to go out to a local comic book shop or look it up, it's not in graphic novel form yet. It will be probably by the end of January. This story is actually getting ready to tie up now. I think next week is going to be the last issue for it and the last major tie-in. But it's super good and a lot of fun to read. So check that out. And, yep. That's been Shorty's pull list.
I liked it, man. I liked it. But add a little something to the cinematic world. The new Wonder Woman drops tomorrow.
It does.
Dude,
I
so
cannot
excited.
wait.
If you got HBO Max, you're watching that shit for free.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to go to the movie theater and wear a mask and shit.
Right. Just sit in the comfort of your own couch and watch Wonder Woman.
Fucking A.
It's going to be beautiful. All right. Well, we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back with more What the Fuck Facts.
Yay! And now it's time for the What the Fuck Facts. Because we're educational and shit.
Yeah.
First one. I really like this one. Maybe I should practice this one more often. Banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories. I'm going to do a lot of banging. A lot.
Word.
Isn't that crazy, though? I wonder how many concussions it causes.
Well, see, that's what I'm sitting here thinking about. Like, okay, yeah, you're burning those calories, but you're giving yourself mild brain damage.
I put pillow on the wall.
You know what burns calories faster?
What?
Frisbee golf.
I want to play Frisbee golf.
Well, once it warms up, we'll fucking play, dude. I don't play in this cold.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's fucking cold.
Yeah, it's nasty. Yeah.
I have no like extra padding on me. Like,
And you have to wear a shirt. I know you hate
dude.
that.
Like, man,
His throw's completely off when he's got a shirt on.
it's a true story, dude. I do play significantly worse with a shirt on.
And significantly better with a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like cornhole. Like, you play better when you're drunk.
I play better when I have a cigarette because I don't drink, but whatever.
All right, the next one. The oldest Your Mom joke was discovered on a 3,500-year-old Babylonian tablet.
What?
That-
Do you have, like,
I tried to see what the Your Mom joke was, and I could not find it,
fuck?
which really upsets me. I'm going to do some more research into it just because that's fucking epic and legendary.
Right. Literally legendary.
legendary. But that is so great. All right. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it cannot hop. Yeah. I'm guessing that it generates a lot of power from the tail because, kangaroo tails are thick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you see them, like, when you're sitting, like, watching the Discovery Channel, like everybody should do, you know,
Right.
learn something. They balance on their back tail. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, back tail, like they have a front one.
They do.
I guess if their pecker's big enough. they have a front
I
tail.
guess, yeah. But no, like, they balance on that motherfucker. Like, you see a guy, like, I've seen the guy, like, put, like, the angry Australian push or whatever. You know, thinking about that. Australia is nothing but, like, I think Florida men are descendants of Australian people.
I like where you're going with this.
Because, like, have you ever seen some of the videos of these Australians do some crazy shit?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Bro. And, like, they don't report on it because, like, it's fucking Australia. They do this shit all the time. You know, like,
Yeah. Like, it's Tuesday.
yeah, it's fucking, yeah, like, Florida, man, that's a big deal in the United States because the rest of us are like, that's not socially acceptable. Australia, they're just like, yeah.
It's
and?
Wednesday.
Dude,
Oh, did you hear about Greg? Greg down there, he punched a kangaroo. Like, yeah, cool. I filed my taxes Tuesday. You know, like, something like it's just normal conversation.
You know the boss fights in Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
You think anyone's ever tried to do that with a kangaroo?
I fucking hope so.
I wish I could get this reference. I never played Super Mario 64.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
I
So
swear.
in Super Mario 64, when you fight Bowser multiple times in the game, you grab him by the tail, spin him around, and then fling him across the map into bombs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dig it.
He's sitting there hoping that somebody's doing that with a kangaroo.
Yeah. That
If you got the fucking strength, dude. I would love to see like one of the fucking men or whatever. I would love to see them go like fight a fucking kangaroo and fling one around like that. That should be awesome. You can call it animal cruelty or whatever, dude. But that shit would be
One of
dope.
the
How much
big
does a
buff
kangaroo
fucking
weigh?
Kangaroos.
Oh my
Have
god,
you seen these
them
I gotta look
motherfuckers
that
are
up
angry.
now.
Scary looking.
I gotta
God,
look up how much a kangaroo weighs.
Look, see how much their tail weighs too. I want to know. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the next one. This
All right.
this next one fucked me up
Okay.
for days. I wrote this list down over a week ago.
The top one.
All right. So, if Pinocchio says to you, "My nose will now grow," what has to happen?
If it doesn't grow, it has to grow because he'd be lying. But if it does grow, he wouldn't be lying, so it shouldn't grow.
well, that's a paradox.
Yeah, it is actually called Pinocchio's paradox.
His nose falls off.
His nose would have to grow to make the statement not a lie. But this is something that is actually studied.
What?
Yes. It is crazy. I've read this and I've tried to think of loopholes and shit. Like there's no way around it.
So hold on. Okay, like help me out here. In the mythos of Pinocchio, his nose grows when he lies, but does it shrink when he tells the truth?
I don't know for sure.
How does it get back to regular size?
I don't
saw.
know. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's wood. He just cut
I need
the motherfucker
some
off.
like Disney aficionados or somebody to like comment on the page and like let me know, because I need like I'm desperate to know this. Granted, I probably have a girl I could call right now and be like, "Hey, what is this answer?" Though you know what? No, she says she noticeably does not like Pinocchio because it scared her as a kid. True story.
Yeah, so think about that, people. The Pinocchio paradox, dude. That shit's crazy.
Fucking wild.
All right, my next one. And this makes me think I'm related to a polar bear. Polar bears could eat as many as 86 penguins in a single sitting. That's a lot of motherfucking penguins. Like, that's a whole fucking village of penguins, or whatever they're called. Oh, here we go.
A village of penguins.
Like, what do you call a fucking flock of penguins?
Imagine a flock.
I don't think it's a flock. Is it a school of penguins?
No, because that's fish.
Shit.
A gaggle is geese.
Yeah. Oh, a gaggle is what? Geese in water. Remember? Because it's different
Oh,
when
fuck,
geese
it is
fly and when they're on land and when they're
What was it
in
when
water.
they fly? Is it also a flock?
An army of geese? I don't fucking
An army of geese. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be?
Yeah.
An army of geese.
Donnie, you find out how much a kangaroo weighs yet?
The eastern gray kangaroo is the largest one that Google said is 150 pounds.
That's not that bad.
That's
I
not-
can
Yeah,
fucking
I could throw a
that.
kangaroo.
I can throw a kangaroo.
Shorty, you know where it's warm right now?
Fucking Australia.
Yeah, this is actually their summertime.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It's all summertime.
All right.
They
Next
don't
fact.
have a winter.
They
It's
do
just
have a winter.
When we're in summer, they're in winter.
Yeah.
So don't go to Australia for summer.
I don't
It's a
yeah.
terrible idea.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, their summer is a terrible idea because it gets hot and there's these fucking birds that attack you, apparently. My buddy in Australia tells me about it all the time.
I want to go to Australia during spider season. Have you seen that?
No.
Everything gets absolutely covered in cobwebs.
Really?
Literally everything. It looks like Halloween decorations, but it's all real spider webs.
Oh, man, I want to see that.
All right, next one. Movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, which is why they were called trailers. And the reason they switched them is because once the movie's over, people want to bounce, right? Mm-hmm. So they started putting movie trailers at the beginning.
I knew that one.
Did you?
That
Yes.
makes so much more sense.
No
now.
one stays
does.
for after the commercials afterwards.
Bullshit, they don't.
Okay, Marvel wasn't a thing
No,
50
no, no, no,
years
no, no,
ago.
no. Like, my family, my dad has always sat there until the fucking end. Like, all the time. Like, he would go to the movies or what. Every time we would go to the movies or whatever, me, my sister, and whoever would be ready to fucking bounce. And dad would be like, no, we're waiting. Like, never give us a reason why. He would just, we're waiting. And that makes so much sense. I wonder if he knows that. I'm going to fucking bring that up to him tonight.
Ask him.
I will.
All right. The United States Navy has started using... Now, before I finish this one, any friends out there in the Navy, I want clarification on this. All right. So the United States Navy has started using Xbox controllers for their periscopes to cut down on training time.
I could see it. They're cheap
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
and
I
they're
could too.
Comparatively.
comparatively. Plus, they've got built-in support to Windows, so it wouldn't be hard to adapt it to something that could run basically anything that's x86 based.
Yeah, so that's crazy to me. Like, we're using video game controllers in the military now.
It's all right.
Fuck it.
They use Minecraft to teach geography now.
Do they really? Mm-hmm. I mean, what better way to get a kid fucking interested than putting a video game in front of them anyways?
It's true.
So,
Like, there's actually, like, they have a development. It's called Minecraft Education. And it's a fucking thing produced by Windows and Mojang.
really?
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking
pretty
wild.
awesome.
It is dope.
I've still never played it. But I actually, the other day, decided, you know what? I think I'm going to try out Minecraft. So maybe in the next couple weeks
We'll
I'll
see.
try it. I got some long weekends coming up. All right. In the 16th century, Turkish women could initiate a divorce if their husbands didn't pour coffee for them.
I think I've heard that before.
I have never heard that before.
Bro, I would have been divorced like 10 times over by now. Because I don't think I've ever poured coffee for any of my girlfriends. But granted, I've only lived with two girls.
There wouldn't be any coffee left if I'd gotten to it first.
Yeah, dude, coffee is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Even
No, thinking about it, I made coffee for my ex-girlfriend a few
But
times.
did you pour it?
Huh?
Did you pour it?
It was a Keurig thing.
Oh.
So, in essence, he did pour it.
Yeah.
He,
I just knew she was gonna wait. I know when she was gonna wake up, and I just get home from work. I take off my shoes and shit and whatever, and then I fucking go in there and make myself something to eat while I'm doing it. Just put her Keurig on, hit start. And by the time she come out there smelling my breakfast, she come out and grab her coffee and be done.
so by causation, he poured her coffee.
That's right. Yay! I wouldn't have gotten a divorce, but she still left me anyway.
All right.
That's depressing.
This is my last one. While trying to find a cure for AIDS, the Mayo Clinic made glow-in-the-dark cats.
What?
Yeah.
Glow in the dark cat.
Glow-in-the-dark cats. That would be badass, though, for real.
That'd be fucking terrifying.
Hear that Japan gave the green light for human genetic testing to make human animal hybrids?
Did they really?
Yes.
No shit, that got approved.
Yes.
Fucking dope. You guys are familiar with Batman Beyond, the animated series?
Yes.
Yeah. You remember the splicers?
Yep.
Dude. Like, I told myself when I was a kid, like, if that ever comes to be, I'm going to do it. I can't tell you how long in my life I've wanted it.
What animal do you want to be sliced with?
I don't give a shit. I just want something with a fucking tail.
Something with a tail. What about you, Donnie? Any
What animal would I be spliced with? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. You're putting me on the spot here.
I feel like a snake. Like, honestly, just for the tail aspect, that I can control it.
But would you have legs?
Yes, I would have
Oh,
fucking legs.
God.
Still human.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's a snake.
Yeah, but I want a tail that I can pick something up with. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like either a monkey, I guess. They can pick shit up with their fucking tails, right? Fucking little
Yeah.
lemurs or whatever. I don't fucking know. Not
Yeah.
lemurs maybe, but whatever. Just something that I can actively use a tail because I don't have enough hands, dude. Like I need more. Like I'd fucking splice myself with a spider to grow a couple extra.
See, there you go.
But then I'd
But
have to
those
buy
are
all new.
legs.
Huh?
But those are legs.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't need like fucking 4 legs. I'd need fucking 4 arms.
I think I'd want to be spliced with a gorilla. 1 for the strength, and 2 so I could fucking throw poop at people and get away with it. It's then
See,
acceptable.
okay. See, there's the human element of it. Like, I don't think it would
Still
be.
not acceptable. Because
Yeah,
you're
it's still
a
unacceptable.
person.
You know, like when monkeys do it, we laugh, but when people do it, they're locked away.
But I'd be part gorilla.
But you'd still be locked away because you're still a person. You're still a citizen. You still have rights, and other people do.
And I have the
too.
right to throw my poop at people. It's my gorilla heritage.
I don't know. See, I would just consider that what is it called? Fucking biological warfare. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my poop would have to probably
That's a
go in a
war
water
crime.
balloon anyways. So,
Water balloon. That's gross. But no, I got a cool what the fuck fact.
all right.
Howler monkeys, right? The smaller their balls are, the louder they are.
Ooh.
Yeah, they did a study on it. So the and like howler monkeys normally are as loud as a fucking gunshot when they howl.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently, if they're louder than a fucking gunshot, they got tiny little nuts.
All right, so here's my question for you, because you are a loud man. Do you have tiny nuts?
I guess I do, dude. I don't know.
Donnie, you must have the biggest nuts in the room, because you are so quiet. How big are your nuts, Donnie?
This is a very awkward question.
Don't worry. Just go with the flow. Let my voice soothe you.
I don't think that's helping. Hey, measure your nuts real quick.
Yeah,
While you're doing it, listen to a man's
I've
voice.
never done.
Speaking of this, for some reason, I watched Rick and Morty last night.
That a boy.
And the jelly bean and Rick or
That
Morty.
shit's
Oh,
so fucking funny.
dude, I was uncomfortable for a minute, but I was like, I gotta watch. Is he gonna rape this little boy? Like, what the fuck? This jelly bean is straight fucking creeper status, and then he just beats the living shit out of him. It turns out to be a king. It was fucking great. So again, I ask, how big are your balls, Donnie?
God. I guess I've never looked up the way of how to measure testicles. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm afraid of what Google's going to show me.
Depends on the temperature.
Can you one hand them bitches, or do you need both hands to hold your balls?
I could one hand.
Oh man, come on. Loud as a
I feel
gunshot.
like if
That's an
you-
interesting
I
fact.
feel like
It
if
was
you
an
needed
interesting
two
fact.
hands to hold your balls, you also wouldn't be able to wear jeans.
That's a true statement.
It's true.
You'd have a basketball in your pants.
I don't know. I mean, like, because if you're
Unless
holding...
you've got, like, Trump hands.
What, does he have big hands?
He has tiny
Small,
hands.
tiny
Tiny
hands.
I have tiny hands. Did you? Here's a what the fuck fact. Mike Tyson had the smallest hands in history of any heavyweight champion.
Huh. Neat.
That probably works to his advantage, actually.
Right.
Stings like needles. Or stings like a bee. That's what he said, right?
That was Ali.
Whatever.
That's all right. Sports ball.
Yeah.
Sports. Wait, is there a ball in boxing?
No, but we just
Their
consider
fists.
sports.
Their fists are in the shapes of balls.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah. And they have balls. I wonder if they're big or small.
I don't know how
Are they
loud
loud?
do they scream.
Every time you hear a loud motherfucker, you're like, man, I bet you got some tiny nuts.
That's what I'm gonna start telling people. This has been a good episode, fellas.
It's been good.
I've
episode.
enjoyed it. But I think
You
it's
know
that
who would
time.
get really offended if you did that?
Huh?
Ethan.
Yeah.
Said that to him, he would get so mad. But he is so loud all the time.
Who is Ethan?
My nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I always hear you talk about your nieces, but never your nephews.
They
Talk
are
about
just
him.
pleasant.
Nah, man, I love Jimmy, Ethan, Owen,
I
Liam.
didn't know Donnie was your nephew.
I mean, technically he's not.
Nephew.
Oh,
He's my sister-in-law's nephew. So,
Yeah,
but
she's my great aunt, too.
it's Kentucky. We're good. We can.
Yeah,
we can
shit's
just,
weird.
Whoever we want to be our family can be.
but
our
I've known this
goddamn
motherfucker
family.
since he was in diapers. So,
And I always forget how young you are. We were talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking beard makes you look like you're about 53.
god damn, don't be that fucking mean to this poor kid. Jesus.
I love this poor kid though.
Me too.
He's great. First time I ever met him, it was pretty fun.
Well, good.
All right. Shorty has a poem for us. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back for Shorty's poem. Just because this episode, we're putting it all out there today.
All out there.
All right. So we're going to take a little break, smoke about it, and we'll be back.
All right.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now.
'Tis the podcast before Christmas and all in your ears. Shorty is yelling while Tyler talks in the rear. Our mics are plugged in and the volume is high, while we laugh so hard that we almost die. There's top fives to be heard and history to learn, and at some point in time, someone's feelings will be burned. We'll entertain without refrain, all while frying our brains. Tyler talks about how much he likes food and love for his grandma depending on his mood. The openings are random. We don't know what will be said. It might be getting shot in the head. Anyway, it's Christmas, and it's time to go. Thank you for listening and enjoying the show.
I hope you enjoyed that little nursery rhyme by Lord Shorty Hoffman. It's that time of the episode where we give a shout out to a listener.
Yep.
Today's outer idiot of the day. I got it right that time.
You did. Very good.
I'm going to let you do this one.
It's Rosemary Fugate, or Rosemary Hoffman, her previous name before she was married. My sister, she's done a wonderful job of helping supply some of the content that we've discussed. She'll give us facts and things like that. She's an avid listener. She tells me almost every time she sees me, she's like, hey, I really enjoyed it. She'll message me consistently. She does wonderful things on the page. She's incredibly active. Yeah, so she's been a good one.
Big shout out to you, Rosemary. Thank you so much for listening.
Yep.
Remember, check us out on Twitter, the Inner Idiot Podcast. Instagram.
There you
go. There we go.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Instagram, the Inner Idiot. And if you're not on the Facebook fan page, the Inner Idiot fan page on Facebook.
If you're not on the fan page, why are you even listening to us? Get on there. Talk to us.
Exactly.
Look at us. Look at our beautiful faces.
We're so pretty.
Yeah.
But that's all we got for today.
That's it.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
remember, I'm just like Jake from State Farm, and I sound hideous. Cue the music. We out.